Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5:30.
We begin with breaking news tonight. Fargo officers are asking for your help in finding two people of interest involved in a string of street wars between two immigrant groups. Officers are looking for Luke Goodridge and Isaac Nima. Both are believed to be part of a home invasion and car crash that happened earlier this afternoon. Valley News Team's Macy Enger is live on the scene with more on what took place this afternoon. Macy?
Yeah, Andrea, we're near 45th Street and I-94 where officers say several people were involved in a car crash linked to a home invasion. Officers say the crash happened right around here across the street near that median. They say after the crash, at least two men left the car and ran across the street into this field. They say that's where they lost track of the men. They did take out a canine to try to pick up their scent. They still are looking for those two men at this time. Now, officers say this all started at 12:30. Several people entered a home in South Fargo near Family Wellness. Officers say they forced their way into the apartment, got into an argument, threatened the people inside, and demanded money. Now, one of those men did get hit in the head with a pistol several times and had to be taken to the hospital. Officers say then the men who broke into the apartment left in a car. At that point, the other people in the apartment got into another car and tried to chase them. That led to this crash at the intersection near 45th Street. Now, the two suspects got out and ran, and the driver of that car took off. Officers say the other car was damaged and had to be towed. No one else was hurt.
One of the things that we do want to remind folks at this point, there is no indication that they've threatened others outside of this group. It is a relatively small group that we're dealing with, a handful of people on each side of the problem. And until we feel differently, we don't want to alarm the public.
Now, I talked to the YMCA, who says they were in lockdown for about a half an hour, but they are back open. I did talk with several other businesses around the area, and they said they're keeping a watchful eye on who comes in and out of the business. Also, West Acres Mall says they did not go into lockdown, but they do have extra security out and are keeping an eye on the people that enter the mall. We'll continue to follow this. Andrea?
All right, Macy, thank you for that live report. And we'll have more on who these people are as our team coverage of this breaking news continues tonight on Valley News Live at 6. With a second trial scheduled for later this month, one of the attorneys for suspended West Fargo teacher Aaron Knodel says Knodel doesn't want any further delays. Knodel will be tried again on two charges of having a sexual relationship with a student back in 2009. Last week, prosecutors asked for more time to gather witnesses and have also asked for a new location. One of Knodel's attorneys, Andrew Cook, says the case has already been tried once, less than 2 months ago, and there's no justifiable reason why the retrial should linger on for several more months to come. Knodel was originally charged with 5 counts of solicitation of a minor and was found not guilty on 3 of those charges. Emergency responders have a challenging job. Situations like the carbon monoxide poisoning in Blanchard, North Dakota, can be hard for firefighters, emergency personnel, and police. A first responder we talked to said rural areas depend on volunteers, and some calls hit them and their community hard. Valley News Team's Ashley Bishop spoke with a rural volunteer about why they do what they do.
744 to 6612.
First responder Randy Moen says he enjoys being a volunteer at Hunter Ambulance Service.
It gives you a sense of accomplishment, like you actually did something, you helped people.
Moen says it can be hard and an emotional job, especially if your patient dies.
Oh, I hate to say that you would harden yourself to it because you never do, but you just know those are going to happen once in a while. And that's probably why we're here, because those families need help.
Moen explains that this job can be a struggle. You see a lot of bad, but you can also see a lot of good. He explains that it is well worth it when you can save someone's life.
Another gal, Donna, and I were on a run in Gardner, premature childbirth, and Mark Richmeyer was with, and we were doing CPR on this pound-and-a-half baby and never expected to live. Well, we got a Christmas card from her. Cutest little, the best run I've ever been on. Cutest little kid.
Moen says although many volunteer EMS and fire departments need help with money, becoming a member is just as important and something more hard to come by.
I got nothing but praise for the people in our community that are on it. They do a super job.
Hartwig is a former volunteer, spending 22 years as a firefighter and EMS. Hartwig says he stepped down after becoming burned out from the tragic calls. He adds rural volunteers respond to people that you know, which can make the job tougher.
On here, know everybody around, and you've grown up with a lot of them. So.
In Hunter, North Dakota, Ashley Bishop, Valley News Live.
If you're interested in learning more about becoming an emergency responder, contact your local fire department or ambulance service. It's been another warm day in the valley. Some of us will get to enjoy those mild conditions a little longer. Others may get rained on. Let's get the latest from meteorologist Robert Hahn. Robert?
Yeah, we've got some clouds around. We've got a little bit of shower activity in the far southern valley, a little bit more sunshine up off towards the north, and temperatures, not much of a range in temperatures, ranging from the upper 60s into the lower 70s after yesterday's scorcher. Today's temperatures feel pretty nice. Right now, 72 in Fargo, 70 in Wahpeton. Mentioned a little bit of rain, and it is in the far south. Some of this not even reaching the ground. The lighter colors not seeing that rain reach the ground, but in our far southern counties where you see the darker greens, even a little bit of yellow, maybe seeing a few isolated sprinkles, and those will continue to move off towards the east, slowly dissipate as we head through the rest of the evening. Here in Fargo, no rain anticipated, but some nice temperatures as we head through the next few hours in the low 70s for your 7 and 8 o'clock hours. By 9, cooling back down into the 60s. Yesterday, hot. Today, not so hot, but that makes for a great barbecue day, and we're going to send it out to Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson out at the Cashwise Backyard Barbecue.
Well, we're here in West Fargo at the winner's house, Debbie Jagdish. Debbie, tell us where you signed up to win.
We signed up at Cashwise in West Fargo.
And who are these handsome gentlemen? And this one says handsome right on the shirt.
This is my husband, Richie, and my son, Cameron.
Well, they look like they're having a good time. And was it hard to get ready for this?
Oh, it was a lot of work to set up this table. That's about all I had to do.
Cashwise does the rest. So would you recommend your friends and neighbors here go sign up at Cashwise?
This is a wonderful deal. This is a great night. Thank you. Yes.
Well, we're having fun doing it too, and I got to send it back to the studio right now, but we'll be checking in here in a little bit to check on how these steaks taste. They just came off the grill.
Hutch, we want little Cameron to kind of turn a little bit so we can see his cute little face a little bit more, maybe coming up.
Turn him a little bit here. There's Cameron.
Oh, there you go.
Right.
Thank you. All right, we'll talk with you soon. We now know the name of the elderly man who died after getting hit by a semi. Larry Lindberg from Perth, North Dakota, was not wearing a seatbelt and was pronounced dead at the crash scene. The driver of the semi, David Folk, was not injured. The North Dakota Highway Patrol says it happened about 2 miles west of Devil's Lake. Underpasses, or grade separations, have been a key component of Governor Dayton's oil train safety proposals. But in the compromise to end the budget stalemate, Moorhead's long talked about underpass went away. And with it, the $35 million the state was going to kick in to help pay for it. But Moorhead Representative Ben Lean says despite the fact it was a priority for the governor, there simply wasn't enough money in the pot this time around.
We'll continue to work on that, continue to plug away at that, knowing we'll have a larger bonding bill next year. Really put the work in to make sure we can get that done next year.
Moorhead has been talking about an underpass to relieve train traffic congestion in the downtown area since the 1970s. A new shortened list of possible nicknames for UND has unleashed a river of public comment. The nickname committee cut the list of more than 1,100 publicly submitted names to just 15. Some of the finalists include Blaze, Fighting Green, Nodax, North Stars, and Thunderhawks. Valley News Team's Neil Carlson shows us reaction and what happens next in this process.
The only thing certain in this process of picking a new nickname for UND is that everyone has a different opinion.
Anything you like, anything you hate?
I mean, I think it would be kind of lame to just call it North Dakota.
I don't like anything that has the fighting on it because we are trying to get away from fighting, so why should we have anything fighting on it as well?
Yeah, this North Stars, I like the old hockey team from Minnesota, and that kind of dates back to that, and that's a name on here that I like.
Anything you like, anything you hate?
Kind of like the Fighting Green.
At this point, that 11-member nickname committee will take the remaining 15 nicknames home and rank them before their next meeting.
And the team will talk about it, and then they'll decide the process that they take from there.
Okay, and no specific number yet for how many nicknames the public will vote on?
We have asked the team to deliver a short list of names. They'll have to talk among themselves about exactly how many names end up on that list, but they're working to make that as concise a list as possible.
Whatever the committee's final choices, it's a sure bet not everyone will like them.
Oh, well, I do like the Nodex. The Fighting Green sounds kind of cool, I guess.
Okay. Anything you hate?
I'm not a fan of the Blaze. It doesn't really make any sense for here.
I don't like the Rough Riders. I went to Red River, so you can't steal that way.
The nickname committee also still has to figure out exactly how the public will vote on their final list of names yet to come. In Grand Forks, Neil Carlson, Valley News Live.
This story has been going viral on our Facebook, our Valley News Live Facebook page. Many people are voicing their opinions about those nickname choices. And we want to know what you think. Just search Valley News Live and like our page and check out all the suggested nicknames at valleynewslive.com. A renewable form of energy is paying off, and we have plenty of it. Wind energy has been fueling Minnesota, and to prove it, a ceremonial check was presented to the Clay County Commission Board chairman, representing $162,000 in wind energy production tax revenue. Wind power provides just under 16% of Minnesota's electricity, and the industry continues to grow.
I think providing the incentives for the industry to locate here in Minnesota is really to our benefit because it is a growing industry for the future. It's where you're going to see the greatest growth and jobs in our state.
The wind industry has invested $5.6 billion into Minnesota's economy. Still ahead tonight, frustrating news for travelers, why you might have to go shopping for new, smaller carry-on luggage.
Aside of a few showers in the far southern valley, it's been a quiet day today, very stormy off towards the south. We do have a few storms to talk about in our 7-day forecast. We'll detail that coming up right after this.